Hello, Market Irish Football Fan TV. We're here at the League of Ireland Academy launch in Abbottstown, and I'm joined by St. Pat's player Sam Curtis. Sam, I suppose for you it must be cool. You've seen the likes of Richard Dunn and stuff like that up here presenting it, and kind of the career he's had. But for you, you've came through academies, and you've I suppose at this stage when you're looking at the Irish academies, it's probably the best it's been probably ever. What's it like coming up through the academies now for you? And obviously you're in the first team now and you've established yourself in the last year.
Yeah, well, obviously I've come up the whole way through under 15s in the League of Ireland, which is brilliant. You know what I mean? I'm happy to have risen through the ranks so young and so fast, but definitely the quality of players, the setups, everything, right from the bottom to the top, everything's been unbelievable, and it's only on the rise. I feel like it's only going to get better. And as the years go on, I just think it's going to improve more and more.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you, because I know you've been around different countries and you've been in different academies, but on trials with teams and stuff like that. So how maybe does it compare? Is it getting to that level, or is it on the same level, or how do you feel?
Yeah, well, obviously I've been around across the water a couple of times to a few different places. Obviously the standards over there are obviously very high as well, right from the bottom to the top, as I said, to do with the players, the standards, the facilities, the staff and stuff. It's obviously very, very high over there. And obviously I would say Ireland is on its way there, definitely. I wouldn't say it's there just now, but I definitely think that it can get there, and 100%. And even in the last year or so, you can see the progression, and I think it definitely eventually can get there, and I have no doubt that it will.
I think you're kind of seeing it now with the kind of level of young players like yourself who are graduating into first team sides in the League of Ireland, at Premier and First Division level, and how well they're doing. A lot of them are getting scouted around here and there, but a lot of them are kind of coming through and actually playing in first teams like yourself. You were playing, in Europe last year. I think you were 16 at the time,
yeah,
which traditionally is unheard of, in the league. So I think that's showing how far the academy is coming along. Would you agree, or what's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. And it's not just only me. Like, we've got players. Obviously, I'm at Pats, and in the Pats academy that I've seen from the 17s right through the 19s that are very, very good and definitely can do what I've done and even do it younger. I've definitely seen the fair share of players in Pats that can definitely do it. So it just shows that it's not just a one-off thing. It's definitely the progression is coming and coming more and more. And I definitely think through the next few years you're going to see a lot more players hopefully doing the same as what I've done, and that's what I hope to see as well.
Yeah, well, I think just in terms of Pats now, is it 2 years you've been there?
Yeah, about 2 years now.
Yeah, so you probably would have witnessed the cup final, all that experience, and then obviously last year in Europe and stuff like that. You've got a good bit of experience under your belt already at the age of 17. Coming into this season. How are you feeling coming into this season? You played a game last week. How was that? And just in terms of St. Pat's this season, how optimistic are you for a good season ahead?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've experienced my fair share of games and what's the word? Sorry,
experience.
Yeah, exactly. My fair share of experiences and different things, as the cup final, in games in the league, obviously cup games also, and then Europe was obviously a massive one for me as well. I think the group that we have this year is brilliant. And from A to B, everyone's been brilliant, and everyone there's a great group there, and there's a good structure to the team. Obviously, with my experiences last year, I have very, very high hopes for us this year as well. I think we can do even better than we done last year in the league, and I think we can definitely push on, and definitely our hopes are to get Europe again this year. So hopefully we have another good season. I'm confident that we will. Yeah,
just speaking on experience and stuff like that, you must be, I suppose, reaching out to players like Chris Forrester and stuff like that. I imagine he's huge for you within the dressing room, and just, I suppose, in games as well, just kind of getting you through games and leaning on his experience and other players like him.
Yeah, definitely. Chris is a big name in the squad, and he's a character on and off the pitch. He's been definitely a big role model for me since coming in, since day one. I remember I first came in, and he was one of the players that definitely took me under their arm, as such. He's definitely a big player for me on and off the pitch, and I have a great relationship with him off the pitch. And on the pitch, he has high demands for every player. He'll push everybody to their limit, and he demands high standards, which I love having around me. And I like to be pushed to my limit. I like to have my standards as high as they can be set, and obviously he he pushes that for me, and I think I'll do the same for him.
Yeah, and it's just because, you know, I look at what he's achieved, and he's such a St. Pat's icon, I suppose, as such, that obviously he'd be the one you kind of lean on the most.
Yeah, definitely. Like what he's achieved and what he's already done, and he still has a lot more years in his career left to do more stuff. I think he's one of the talent wise, he's definitely one of the best players in the league, and stuff that he's been doing on and off the pitch, like in training, stuff that people don't even see. It's just surreal to me. It'd make you step back and be like, you know, stuff that he does. Obviously he's done a lot for Pats. He's been at Pats. This is his second spell at Pats now. In Europe last year, everyone's seen his qualities, and he's even a better fella. Unbelievable player, but even a better fella, which is why I look up to him so much.
Yeah, because I know, you know, a lot of players have actually gone on from Pats, like Luke McNally and Darragh Burns and stuff that. So you're definitely producing a lot of top quality players, and I know they had previously said that, you know, he was one of the players that they kind of leaned on. But just coming into Friday, first Dublin Derby of the season, how are you feeling going into that?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. Obviously, as I was saying to you, it's a massive game against Shells. They're a very good side. We had our fair share of results last year. They were quite versatile. I think we won twice, drew one and lost one. So
very entertaining.
Exactly. Very entertaining 4-4 game down there as well. So it's one that I really do always look forward to. Played in 3 games against them last year, so I really am looking forward to it. And it's going to be a good game.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time.
No problem.
Best of luck with